In my 40 years on earth as an American citizen, I've never seen a president threaten its own citizens. Donald Trump threatened American citizens by saying if they decide to protest at his big $45 million birthday this weekend, they'll be met with big force. Which bears the question, when do we realize, or what makes a dictator? What makes a fascist dictator? And what current state are we in this country?
Celebrating big on Saturday. We're going to have a lot of, and if there's any protester wants to come out, they will be met with very big force. By the way, and for those people that want to protest, they're going to be met with very big force. And I haven't even heard about a protest, but you know, this is people that hate our country, but they will be met with very heavy force.
There are several things we have to look at when looking to see if a country is in a state of fascism or leaning towards a dictatorship. Powerful and continuing expressions of nationalism. Donald Trump has called himself a proud nationalist, often repeating the motto, America first. Nationalism can pass for simple patriotic pride in one's country. However, in Trump's case, his ties to white nationalists like Steve Bannon and other alarming rhetoric about immigration, diversity, and repeated calls to take back our country all suggests a more sinister fascist form of national pride that elevates an imagined ideal of nation over the rights of actual people who live in it. Disdain for the importance of human rights. From his first administration to his second administration, Trump's policies showed a repeated lack of regard for human rights to autonomy, health, and freedom from discrimination and persecution. Identification of enemies as a unifying cause. Trump often relies on inflammatory rhetoric about his enemies to rile up his base, and his favorite boogeyman by far is immigration. He infamously said immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country, and during one of the presidential debates, he falsely insisted that Haitian immigrants in Ohio were eating dogs and cats. He has repeatedly blamed immigrants for inflation and other economic issues. The supremacy of the military. Despite portraying himself as an anti-war candidate, Trump has a long-standing preoccupation with using military in service of his agenda. During his presidency, during his first term, he indulged in a dictator-style military parade. Currently, he has sent the National Guard to California, over 4,000 troops, including the military, including 500 Marines, and he's insisting on a dictator-style military parade this weekend. Trump doesn't control the media yet, but he definitely would like to. Trump has threatened to imprison journalists who report facts he doesn't like. He has also called for CBS's broadcast license to be revoked. He's also called for the defunding of public broadcast channels like NPR. Last weekend, reporters have been attacked and removed from reporting, which is their First Amendment right. Fraudulent elections. Donald Trump is the only president in American history to attempt to overthrow the results of free and fair elections in 2020. Trump declared victory before the vote count was complete. Then, when it became clear he had lost, he refused to accept the election results. He pressured former Vice President Mike Pence to overturn the election and spread lies about the election results that arguably incited the January 6th riot. It has also been lauded that Trump has used means to steal this current election. Rampant cryonism and corruption. Trump himself has been found guilty of 34 felony charges in his trial that took place this last year over falsifying business records to cover up hush money paid to Stormy Daniels. Additionally, he still faces 3 more felony indictments, which he's using his power of presidency to get them thrown out. Power protected. In office, Trump enabled corporations to amass more money and power at the expense of working people. He cut the corporate tax rate from 35 to 21%. With disdain for intellectuals and the arts, Trump's increasingly tenuous relationship with the truth goes hand in hand with his disdain for intellectuals. He cast doubts on everything experts say, from climate change to COVID-19, with serious consequences. He couldn't stop the spread of COVID by slowing down testing more than he could change the course of hurricane by a Sharpie. And that's proof in all of the people that are currently in his current administration, who all seem to be unqualified, inept, and DEI hires. These are just some of the few elements of Trump's first and second presidency that are aligned with the onslaught of a fascist dictatorship, or fascism in general. And we are remaining willfully obtuse and silent about it. But this parade on Saturday, I don't know what, that may be the final